Character and paragraph styles are something you may not think you need in Photoshop at first, until you've tried to do a complicated web or mobile mockup. In this document, I already have my text styled. I'll grab my Type tool and click on Today's Recommendation, being very careful to get in the middle of the word before I click so I don't accidentally create a new text layer. I'm hitting Command plus or Control plus to zoom in, and I'm wheeling down a bit. This text is already formatted with Myriad Pro Bold 24 point. So what I'll do is click the New Paragraph Style button on the New Paragraph Styles panel, which is part of the typography workspace. Then I'll double-click on that to give it a name. This will be my heading, and I'm going to make sure that it picks up these settings: Myriad Pro, Bold, Size 24, and I always do optical kerning. Then I'll use indents and spacing and a little bit of space after. In this case, I'll do 10 points. And you could see it pushed the text Today's Recommendation away from chicken casserole. I think I'll tighten that to 8. And if I use the Tab key on my keyboard, it triggers the preview. So when I lowered that to 6, you could see it jumped up even a little bit more by typing in the value, then pressing Tab. You see that instantly. I'll click OK and click on the chicken casserole line, and I'm ready to build another new style. In this case, I'll double-click on Paragraph Style 1, and this one will be called Food. Myriad Pro Semi-Bold, and I'll set the size to 18, kerning to optical, and I'm going to make the color a medium gray, medium to dark. I'll use 75%. I like real numbers. It's like cooking color. Recipes never lie. On my inkjet printer, I always know what 75% black looks like. So I have shades or tones that I watch on devices that I often print to. I will also go to indents and spacing on the left and give it just a little bit of push out away from the paragraph below it. So we'll do 3 points, and I'll hit Tab to see if I like it. I'm happy with that. I'll click OK, and finally I want to format this last line, Myriad Pro Italic. I could try the panel menu and New Paragraph Style, but you would still need to double-click on Paragraph Style 1 in order to format it. So either button, this button or the panel menu for New Paragraph Style, gets you to the same spot, and this will be called Description. And I'll make it Myriad Pro Italic, size 14, kerning optical, and I don't need any indents and spacing unless I think there will be 2 paragraphs. If I want to push those 2 paragraphs apart, I might do something like 14 points just in case. And here's what I mean by that. If I click OK and click after the word dinners and press Return or Enter, the new paragraph gets 14 points of space below. Sometimes I do this to simulate, and I might double-click on the paragraph style to edit it, come back to indents and spacing, and maybe tighten that up to 7 or 8 point, half the value. I'm happy with 7. So even though I don't need it in this block of text, I'm writing it in because I will end up sharing styles across many documents. I'm going to triple click and delete that last line of type, and now I'm finished with this. So I will do a Save As. I will title this and click Save and click OK to maximize compatibility. In fact, I love that they let you hit Don't Show Again, and I'll hit OK. And I'll come to the next page that I need to mock up, which already has some type done, but no paragraph styles. So I will load all paragraph styles from the panel menu. I'll actually shrink my window just a little bit so that you could see me loading those styles. So I'll hit the panel menu, load paragraph styles, and go to the file that I just saved, and hit open. Now I see that I've imported all 3 styles that I built in the previous document, and I can click on a line, hit Command plus or Control plus or Command minus or Control minus to zoom in and out. I'm on the Today's Recommendation line. I'll click once on Heading to apply it, or triple click to select the whole line, and it's telling me there's a little plus sign here. Because I manually formatted the text, that's considered a local override. So I'm going to clear out all my manual formatting, and now I go to the pure heading style that I just built. I'll do the same on the chicken breast line. That will be the food, and I'll clear any hand or manual formatting that I've done. And I'll select the last paragraph, choose description, and make sure that it's a pure style. And now everything I did in the previous document can be reused over and over again. If I hit Command 0 or Control 0 to fit in window, I can get a better look at my mock-up, and now when I mock up several pages for this mobile layout, I have a consistent font, look, feel, and intended appearance. Before I finish up, I'll fix this little typo with the type tool. I'll make sure it's not included in your files. And I'll be a good Photoshop user and run my edit, check spelling. And there are no more typos. I'll click OK, and I highly encourage that you take some time, build some paragraph styles, and experiment with load paragraph styles to pull them into other documents, and you could even modify them to customize them on a project-by-project basis. I hope you've enjoyed our tour of paragraph styles.